Alright, hey guys, and welcome back. As this week I wanted to take a look at a follow-up to my review from last week with the G1 Retro Reissue Headmaster Chrome Dome, and this time I'm taking a look at the evil Decepticon Skullcruncher in the G1 Retro Reissue Headmaster releases. So right now I gotta say off the bat, this is my favorite out of the two that I have. I don't have the whole series. As I get more, I will be doing more reviews of this line because I think it's fun, I think it's interesting. Even with all my criticisms of Chrome Dome last week, I still think that they're pretty fun toys, and they're just so cool seeing all these retro toys come back in their new boxes, which, you know, if you were to buy G1 stuff in a box like that, it would cost you a fortune. So it's not the same scale, not the same size, obviously, but it's still just fun to put on a shelf and fun to collect. So right off the bat, you see it has the awesome purple box art with the evil Transformers, evil Decepticon logo up top. And then on the top part here, we have all of his different modes where he transforms from evil Skullcruncher, Alligator, Crocodile, whatever he is there, into his robot form with his head. So very, very cool. And he comes with Grax, that is his Headmaster. Some really awesome art. He has that late G1, early G2, as they were ending the Headmasters line, kind of color scheme with the dark green and the magenta color scheme. So very, very cool. Looks awesome. Let's take a look around the side here. And there we go. We have him on the side where he's fully transformed with his gun and in his alligator mode with Grax. And then on the back, of course, has some more awesome artwork with Metroplex battling Scorponok and all the other Transformers and Decepticons battling it out here. And now let's take a look at his bio card here. Alrighty. And we have Skullcruncher Decepticon, Function, Swamp Warrior. Autobots are like bad fuel, weak and greasy. He has a habit of grinding his teeth before he strikes, annoying his friends, and tipping off his enemies, which I don't really understand what that means by tipping off. I guess he was like a spy, like a double agent. Like I never knew that about this character. Either that or that's a typo. That's really odd. Tipping off his enemies, that just doesn't make any sense. So that's a little strange. But overall, the box is really nice. I think this is really really cool. We got the same thing going on this side over here, so nothing different there or really on the bottom. Just the logo. So very cool, very nice box, really displays well. So now let's get this unboxed and we'll take a look at him, we'll transform him and check him out. Alright, now we've got Skullcruncher out of the box and we'll see everything that he comes with. He comes with his information manual that shows you how to transform him. You have the main figure himself, Skullcruncher, in his crocodile mode, alligator mode, whatever you want to call it there. He has his secondary weapon that also functions as his tail. We have the little Headmaster here, Grax, just like the other one, Chrome Dome, where you can move his arms back and forth and everything, and then he transforms into the head and all that. And of course you have the little gun that attaches to his tail and that he uses as his weapon. So let's take a quick look here at Skullcruncher. And as you can see, he has a really nice color scheme with the dark green and the magenta. He has the Decepticons logo here on the front with a translucent blue. He has the nice silver eyes. The head is really the big feature here because you can pivot and turn that everywhere. And then you can open his mouth here. We'll get a good look inside of there. And you can see he has this kind of translucent blue tongue. And the teeth look amazing. They're rubber. They give it some really nice detail. You can really pose him in some very cool poses here. He has his claws here, which has two twin blasters on each side. You can move those up and down, but they're more for just kind of getting out of the way in his robot mode. The back legs have some paintwork on the bolts and other different gears and mechanics and stuff. The purple back and legs. He has this little cockpit here, which is where the driver Grax would go inside of. We'll do that in just a second. And something nice is a little added premium feature that I complained about with Chrome Dome before, which is really nice. They put it on this one. Is on the back here. He has some really cool stickers with the Decepticon logo. I don't know how well you can see that there. And some little purple and black stripes. And then you can also move the legs out, straighten out his straighten out his little arms and claws there, and it gives him more of an animal type look as his legs move out to the side. Looks a little more natural. And then we're going to take his tail. Alrighty, and then we just attach that onto this peg on the rear here. Just clips right on. It comes off rather easy, I noticed, so you don't want to play with it too much. I mean, not that it's going to break, but you'll just end up keep reattaching it over and over again. Then we want to take his little gun, and you just pop that on the side there. And there we go. And like I said, you can move the tail left and right. And then he also has this little plasma mortar that you can put in a different directions. That's kind of cool. Like, you can move his head and his tail and everything, and really put him in some cool little positions. And then you can also take and put Grax inside here in the little cockpit area, which he fits pretty nicely, and close that down. And there you go. Skullcruncher is ready to be on patrol for enemy Autobots, and that way he can crunch some skulls. And with that mouth, man, you can believe it. That's a cool looking Alligator Headmaster there. They really did a great job with just all the posability and everything with him in his alt mode. So now let's take him and we'll transform him into his robot mode. So let's take the tail off here. We'll put the legs back. And now we'll just pull his head back like this. And you flip these feet down. And now this was something I didn't notice before when I transformed him. You have to lock his little kneecaps into place there, or else he won't stand correctly. And now we just flip out the bottom parts of his feet there. Let's see, it seems to be a little locked. Oh, there we go. They just flip out like so. Alrighty. And then we're just going to move his arms down, and we'll put the claws back. Turn them like this. Flip out his hands. Okay, there we go. Again, he does stand kind of wonky, even when you get them all together. He just, because of that big croc head in the back, like he does not want to stay vertical very much. And whoops, we forgot to take Grax out. He's going to need his head. There we go. I knew I forgot something. And even though you can move those other feet, they don't really move well enough to where they would give him any additional support, and the head doesn't move down any further than that. So he's a little awkward in his robot mode, I gotta say. And those kneecaps, they keep popping out. So kind of a poor design when going for his robot mode, I have to say. So let's give him his secondary blaster here. Which, like I said, in the G1, this would have functioned as a shield and not as a gun, but kind of cool. Hopefully maybe that extra weight will help to balance him out. Very wobbly. And we'll give him his other gun here. Okay. And man, he really does not want to stand up. And then we'll transform his head, Grax. And there we go. There he is in his robot mode. And it looks pretty cool, I guess, but I really have to say with the robot mode, the other mode where he's in his alligator form, I think looked a lot better than this. That seemed to be a lot of trouble to get him to go into his robot mode. Very complicated, not very balanced at all. The feet are really poor to where it doesn't give him much support. Like, he's still kind of hunched over. Like, he should be standing like that, and he's just so precarious to like where he's going to fall over any second. So, there we go. I mean, we do have him transformed now, but I have to say that was a lot more work than I would have liked for such a simple transformer. But once you get them all together, I mean, he does look pretty good. Just, I think, if they'd use a little bit heavier plastic or something with a little more durability, I don't think you would run into issues like that. But At any rate, let's take a look, side-by-side comparison now with the G1 Skullcruncher. Alright, so here we have my G1 Skullcruncher. Now, unfortunately, a lot of my Headmasters, they don't have all of their pieces, so he's missing, you know, his weapons, he's missing the back part of his tail, the head, of course, because they're super expensive, but I'll at least do a comparison with, you know, what we can see here, as opposed to this new reimagining of Skullcruncher. And I do think it's cool. We have the same stickers there that they, the same decals, so that's very, very cool. Maybe that's why they didn't include with Chrome Dome, but I guess that doesn't make any sense now that I'm thinking about it, because he actually did have stickers, so I don't know why they skipped on that. But that's cool that they followed with that. Same thing here, where he has just like the little heat-sensitive decal, but the same decal that he has on top. One really cool feature with the G1 is that when you open his mouth, it makes like a noise. So, oh, how cool is that? Just imagine him like crunching down on like an enemy you know, like on an enemy Autobot or something like that, you know. Very, very cool. Not so much detail in with the, you know, with the mouth or the teeth or anything, but still really, really looking cool. You know, of course, very big, very bulky. The color scheme is great. And then you have the little panel here where it would show all of the different strength, intelligence, and speed. When you put the head inside there, that's what the Headmasters would do. They would reveal the strengths of each Decepticon or Autobot Headmaster. So let's go ahead and we'll transform him real quick, and then we'll see how he stands up. Of course, he won't look exactly because he'll be missing his head to the G1. I'm just going to swing his bottom feet here out of the way. Those joints are very sticky. Go. And we're going to just swing them down like that, and the little hands will push out. Get kind of stuck. I don't know if the gun will fit in his hands. I have a feeling it will, but let's find out here in a second. And yeah, really super easy, super simple transformation. I mean, that's what I like about whoops, kind of forgot something there. That's what I like about these older G1 Transformers, is that just they're so easy to transform. Like there's not a million different you know, there's not a million different things on them like there is with these newer ones. Whoops. There we go again, with his little unstable self there. And there we go. So there's the main body of the G1 Skullcruncher. Let's see how well he would hold the blaster in one of his hands. Oh yeah, he holds it. It's definitely not to scale proportionate, but you can kind of get an idea for, you know, the body there, and then just for a little silliness here, we'll give him the other head, which of course is the wrong size, but you know, gives you kind of an idea of what the original G1 would have looked like. Unfortunately, I wish I had his head, but those things are unbelievably expensive. I only have a few in my collection overall, but very cool. And I think overall it's pretty close, actually. I think they really did a good job with Skullcruncher, aside from the limbs being kind of flimsy and him having problems standing up. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed taking this quick look at the G1 retro reissues of the Headmasters with Skullcruncher this week. I think he's pretty cool. I think he's a lot more better done than Chrome Dome. And hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you back here next time. Take care.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.